Well, it ain't all sunshine and unicorns. It started raining. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Harris Family Ranch. We got us a cold front and moved through and has made everything nice and wet and nasty. It's hovering around 32 degrees here and we're staying on the high side of frozen so far. And we're down to a little bit, we're down to the lower end of our hay volume. So we're going to be feeding hay today and probably not a lot else. It's wet and gross, and so we're gonna do what we got to do and then just stay inside the rest of the time. Y'all hang on. We got the hay forks on the Kubota right now, so we're gonna feed hay with it today. Love it when they crank. Hate it when they don't. So we fed everything in our hay trap down in the pasture that we feed hay in. And we're up to our supply that we keep up here by the barn as to what we're feeding now. Which makes it convenient to fill the hay trailer up with, but we also have to haul it down to the pasture where they eat. So when we feed out of the hay trap down in what we call the 35, we just drag it out of the trap, put it directly out and into the rings. When we get back to our supply that's up here by the barn, we have to load it on a hay trailer and haul it down there. So we're loading the hay trailer. Well, I tell you, I didn't realize it, but we're out of hay next to the barn as well. So we've actually moved to our stash we have under the barn. So this is our best stuff that we put back. For if we have an overage, we sell it out, out from under the barn. It's been covered out of the weather for the most part. But due to the drought and all that happened this year, we didn't have any overage. As a matter of fact, we had to truck hay in this year. So this is our best stuff that we're giving to them, and we do that on purpose. We give them the best hay that we produce in the worst part of the winter. And the reason we do that is because the nutrient value is better and all that, and they need it the most when it's the hardest part of winter. So we're coming on into February now, so when we're starting to feed them what we call the #1 hay, which is our best production hay, so that they can get that higher nutritional content out of it. So it's been heavily fertilized and all that, so and it stays under the barn so the weather doesn't degrade it. So we've gotten into that stash now. We're gonna give them that. Give you an idea of how the cows are trained. We got a late start this morning due to the weather and stuff, other things we were handling. And normally what we do is we'll bring the cows in the lane over here and feed them feed ration. And as they're in the lane there, we'll load the hay trailer up, and then we'll take the hay on down the pastures, and we'll close the gate down there so we don't have to fight them at the hay bales. Well, like I said, we got a late start this morning, so we decided not to feed them because they had already gone back down into their grazing pasture. And I cranked the tractor up and started moving hay out here to load the trailer, and they heard me. They all come up here to ball up at the gate because they want the feed. So I guess we'll go ahead and give them a feed ration. Feed bucket time. We got our little helper. Gotta start them young, raise them right. I'm gonna try to get this on camera best I can. It can be kind of tricky to do with one hand. We gotta take these hay bales and load them up in this trailer to where they can flip out. We can use the trailer is able to dump the bales. And so we gotta flip these up in the trailer in a way that they will roll off that trailer nice and easy. Like I said, this is kind of hard to do with just one hand. but we're gonna give it our best. Try to show you what we're dealing with. Make sure you don't clip the next one. You may have to, yeah. I'm gonna have to dump this one and load it last because I'm out of space. I got no wiggle room. Stand by, we'll be back for the next round. Alright, we'll try again. So I just put that fork down flat on the ground and then raise it up just to here and then tip it down so it goes up underneath that bale. And then just make sure as we're traveling on the ground that it's staying flat. And then once I'm applying pressure, I keep moving forward and then tip that fork backwards. Just like that. And it rolls it up in there. And then I lift it and level it out. As easy and gentle as I can with one hand. Try not to roll it off the end. Then we scoot up to the trailer. So like I said, I didn't lay these out very well. I ease on past and then come back to it. Just kind of square up to it. And once you're squared to it, then you creep up there. And we're going to lower it down just a little bit. Try not to dump it off the side. That was probably a little too rough on my part. I don't do this very, very often. Normally Poppy's the one doing this. He is away today, so I'm out of practice. But I'm glad you got to see me almost goof up and throw it off the other side. Alright, all 5 are loaded up on the trailer to be able to self-dump. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we get over here to this last one and just spear it the regular way. Man, that focus is terrible with that rain on the windshield. Sorry about that. And then we spear this one like that, pick it up, hold it, and then we're going back under the trailer with the spear we got on the back. I can't see a daggum thing on that back window, so I'm gonna have to raise it. Get back to it. All right, let's see if we got it. Got it. Let's check it. Alright, it's grabbed. You can put the safety down if you want or not. Doesn't matter. Because there's enough weight on there that it just holds, and we're not bouncing down the road. Fortunately, it's frozen, so it doesn't like to move. So we usually just leave that down because we can lift it up higher with the tractor. We'll lift it up higher so that jack doesn't catch. We can't go too high because we don't want the back end to drag when we can go in, you know, up and over hills and stuff. So we're loaded up. We're ready to head on down. I think Nana's about to open the gate to let them eat their feed. There they go. It's like candy to them. They love it. They'll pile in there. They'll be all distracted. And we'll run down here with the hay and get it put out while they're dealing with their feed. Anybody else find it kind of interesting how the environment affects your habits and what you do? Normally, moving hay is a fairly quick process. You know, we're moving in and out with the tractors and snatching the bale, picking it up, moving it here, stacking it here, and all that. In the summertime, when we're, you know, stacking it in the barn, it all goes pretty quick, you know, and it's just smooth. It's going. Now that it's cold and wet and nasty, and the tractor's cold, and I'm cold, and all bundled up. I don't want to go fast. We're creeping down through this pasture at 2 points. Gonna need the 4x this morning. I'm gonna try to show you this a little bit. You saw where we loaded up the hay on this trailer here. I'm gonna try to show you how it works. Of course, I picked the one that sticks. So Nana was walking beside me as I was going down through there to deliver the hay, and she goes by and flips these levers up, and she's already unpinned the safety pin, and then she just gives it a little push, and then the weight of the bale pushes down on this side, and it rocks that cradle down, and when it rocks the cradle down, it overcomes the apex of the bale, and the bale rolls off the side. So that's how it self-dumps. Well, it ain't all sunshine and unicorns. It started raining. And we still got to get net off of these bales and put the rings on them. Oh boy. I apologize, but I was unable to run the camera for the rest of the feeding of the hay because it started pouring down rain. I had 2 kids that were out in the pouring down rain trying to keep them dry, but still have fun, get the hay put out, wrap torn off the bales, get the cows in. We had to get forks swapped on tractors, all in the pouring down rain. You get it. So I was unable to continue with the videoing, so I apologize for that. We're pretty much going to stay inside for the rest of the day, deal with any other emergencies that may come up or anything like that. Try to stay warm and dry. But in the meantime, I'm just going to maybe show you a little bit about what we did as far as the transition with the shop and Mom and Dad's house with the remodel and all that. If you've seen some of our past videos, you've seen what our shop used to be. This is the inside of Mom and Dad's house. Now, this used to be a shop. If you've seen videos, we put cows in here, tractors in here, all kinds of stuff in here. And Mom and Dad's living quarters was from that door that way. And then all of this out here was shop. And we did have an exterior staircase going upstairs to the family room and stuff. But all this was exterior. There was a roll-up door right here in this area here. We took it out, put the French doors in. And we made this a living room. And the reason we made this a living room is because Nana was getting a little cramped. It was tough to have family events here and all that because this was built with just a 1-bedroom efficiency apartment in mind once we built it. So you come in here into we're in the kitchen area here. And originally that was the dining area. And that was the living room. So you can imagine couch, chairs, and TV above the fireplace over there. So for the time being, we got a little card table over here for the kiddos to sit at. It works. What do you think, kiddos?
Awesome.
Hey, you want to show them your playhouse?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. All right. Chocolate milk I was drinking.
So the issue became our family's been getting bigger, more kids have been added with the brothers and myself, and you can imagine the holiday times with this little small area here having all these people in this one location trying to serve food from in there. This dining table was over there. It was just cramped. And so the family's gotten bigger and all that. So Mom wanted to convert this shop area into a living area. So got a little nook over there. You saw a little kid's table. That was the dining area. Now this is the dining area, which used to be the living room. And then you come through this door, and if you'll notice, it's an exterior door because it used to be a shop outside here. You come through there. Now we have the living room area out here. So a few couches, recliner, and added a little gas log fireplace in there. Did all the trim work, ceiling work, all this. That was exposed foam. Hung the fan. And then over here is a little nook that we haven't quite finished yet. Got to get countertops and stain the cabinet and all that, and put a better looking fridge over there. But for now it'll do. But this is a little coffee nook, I guess we'll call it, over here in this area. So this is this was the objective, is to create this, but we had to, so that we could trickle down everything to out here. So we got a better space for family gatherings and all that. So if you follow me through this door, we enclosed this area and that area up there. So up there is just a closet with storage. It's a pretty big closet because it's almost all the square footage of this room here is up there. So through here is the new mudroom. Again, all this used to be open shop. We closed this in, built a wall here to create a mudroom. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why. Moved some appliances and plumbing and so on and so forth to here. That bathroom's been there since we built the place, but it worked to enclose this in and make it a little mudroom where we can hang up all of our coats and wet coats and store boots, and the dogs can stay in here and not have to be outside in the elements all the time. So remember, this was shop before, and this little area right here was where the dogs stayed at. It was a little dog house that we built under the staircase and all that. Well, Nana has converted it. Let's go check it out. Okay, here I come.
Daddy, there's stars in here. There's stars in here.
What is going on in here?
There's stars in here.
Oh my goodness.
Let me get it blinking. See?
Ooh, custom lights and everything.
Huh. What happened to it? What in the world?
Man, that's pretty cool. Got your books over here. Got your push button lights.
No. That's not how this goes. Wait. Oh, wait.
What y'all think about this? Is y'all's Nana pretty awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Say,
Let me show you.
see y'all later.
See y'all later.
Say-
Some books to show.
Hey, can you say, go make a hand somewhere?
Go make his hand somewhere and enjoy the stars.
And enjoy the stars, and say, go bless somebody today.
Go and bless somebody today.
Can you say it, sis?
I don't know how.
Say, go bless somebody today.
Go bless somebody today.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's pretty much it on the conversion, and we already kind of detailed with you, I think in a previous video, about the shop, and went through the shop. We had to build that shop, or have the shop built, before we could do any of this in here, because everything from inside the shop had to go somewhere. So we built the shop, threw everything out there real fast, and then got started on Nana's remodel job, and it was all, most of it, I would say 95%, maybe even more than that. We did it all ourselves, mainly Puppy and Nana working on it, and all kinds of other family jumping in and helping us get that accomplished. So we're very thankful for family being able to do that and accomplish this thing. It's really nice, and it's, I think, exactly what Mom was looking for. I think it's going to serve us well. We got a new shop out of the deal. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Y'all go make a hand somewhere and bless somebody today.